What's up and welcome back to another episode of Next Door Conversations with me, Amara. On today's episode, we're going to be talking about something that really interested me the past couple of days, and that is the Zikoko State of Love Report 2026. If you do not know what this is, well, you are in for a surprise, guys. Zikoko managed to survey 10,000 Nigerians, guys. 10,000 people, and they were able to get information on the current state of things in Nigeria as it pertains to love, dating, sex and relationships, and even marriage. And it's really exciting for me because, as you know, on this podcast I have many a times discussed the idea of love, relationships, dating, sex, marriage, all of the everything I did discuss on this podcast, you know, amongst other things, of course. And so I knew I just had to come on this podcast and discuss and get you guys my reaction on some of the data, some of the information that we're getting from this study. And so that's what we're going to be doing on today's episode. Hi, if you're new here, my name is Amara and this is Next Door Conversations, my podcast where I talk about trending news, viral content, what's happening on social media and in the world at large. If you like what you're listening to, make sure that you're following the podcast. Please ring the notification bell so every time I drop an episode, you get a notification. And also don't forget to share this with a friend because I'm sure there's someone in your circle of friends that's interested in topics like these. And don't forget to rate the podcast. This is a 5-star podcast, so please give me 5 stars. And without too much yapping, let's get straight into it. So, Zikoko. If you do not know Zikoko started off as a magazine. I remember first seeing Zikoko probably in like 2020 when I was bored out of my mind being locked down and I needed something to just scroll through. I remember I used to be obsessed with Naira Life, and that is still one of the segments or the subsections of the magazine that I am always reading because I'm always chasing money, guys. I'm a money hungry girl. I'm a capitalist by heart. Naira Life, love it. Sometimes I used to look at all those love and relationship stuff. There was one particular Zikoko writer that he used to make very weird interviews about like things like Eba and Semo, and I used to find it very funny. So that was another one that I really used to read a lot. I don't know where he is right now, but back then when I was using Twitter, I know I was really fond of his articles. Anyway, Zikoko has come a long way since then. Now they are doing Heartitude, which is something that I really want to attend. I don't know how I'll attend it. I haven't even bought tickets yet. Just as a side, if anybody from Zikoko is listening to this, please, you guys should try and consider bringing Heartitude to other cities in the country. I mean, this should be like the 5th edition of Heartitude. I've not been following, but I assume it's the 5th edition. Guys, you can do in Enugu, you can do Heartitude in Abuja, in Port Harcourt, in other cities. You know, other girls from other places are deserving of community. So please consider that. I know Lagos is the hot and bubbling place, you know, and maybe you're getting your money from sponsors, you know, but other places too, they exist, and women too, we want to be in community. So please do consider that. One of the big things that Zikoko is doing is obviously this state of love report. Imagine me, I did a project and my sample size was like 250 people. So I can imagine how hard it was to survey 10,000 people, 10,000 Nigerians, guys. Nigerians, you were able to convince. I just know that this thing had to be physical, like it had to be a physical paper, because I know ain't no Nigerian is gonna click a link that you sent to them to one Google form. Trust me, I did a project, so I know how they behave. But somehow they were able to do it. They were able to survey 10,000 Nigerians from October to November 2025, and these are some of the insights they were able to get from this study. So the first thing that popped up to me was this fact that they were able to get. 56% of Nigerians still expect the man to shoot the first shot. 56% of the people surveyed. Clearly, these people did not do a lot of their study up north, because I refuse to believe that there is anyone north of Kaduna that really believes that the woman should shoot the first shot. So I was very shocked by the fact that the number, the percentage was this small. I was expecting something in the 80s, in the 70s. I guess this proves that we are becoming more and more progressive, or that maybe men are becoming less and less open to shooting the first shots. Maybe men want to be desired and pursued. Another thing that shocked me, the top 3 ways Nigerians are meeting their partners. At number 1 was social events, 16%, which is very low, very, very low. I expect it to be a lot higher, but then again, we are in the social media era. Second was mutual friends, 14%, which, I would expect that. But third was social media, which is a whole whopping 12%. And that is crazy to me. Like, people are actually meeting their partners online. And this said social media, so I don't know if it covers for dating apps, or we're talking about like LinkedIn, Facebook, Twitter, you know, that kind of stuff. But it's concerning to me that people are meeting their life partners. This is just a random, it just sounds so random. Like, you meet someone, you see like it's an account and then it's a real person in your life, and now you're having kids and like marrying and moving in with them and changing your last name. It sounds really insane. I don't think I would ever have a real relationship with someone, like a real true relationship with someone that I met online, unless we genuinely have like mutual friends and somehow our circles intersect. I feel like online is too far away. It sounds weird. It sounds weird to me. And on this list, I was shocked to find that school and NYSC came in 8th place. 8th place. Growing up, I heard that NYSC was the place where people find their husbands. I have several friends that told me that their parents met during NYSC. It was from NYSC. They met, they liked each other, and then they hit it off from there, and then they got married. And I know a lot of people got married as undergrads. But, I guess this makes sense because of the current economic situation of things. Men in their undergraduate years cannot even afford to get married. Some of them are very young, and they want to explore into their 30s until they are shamed into finding a wife. Shocked me, but I guess it can be explained. The next thing that really shocked me, the top 3 things people want in their partners. I want to ask you, my listener, what are the top 3 things you want in your partner? Well, in this survey, the majority of people selected kindness, attractiveness, and financial stability as the top 3 things, which it's good, it's fine. But there are a lot of things that were on this list that actually shocked me that people didn't put into consideration. The first being sexual compatibility, guys. Sexual compatibility came in last at 1%. So Nigerians don't care about, I'm guessing they don't consider their sexual pleasure when they're thinking of the person that they end up marrying. Or maybe these people are lying. Oh, they're definitely lying. Ain't no way you people don't give a crap about sex. I know you give a crap about sex. It's very concerning because for me, sexual compatibility will make the list of the top 3 things I want in my partner. The next thing that people did not consider was intelligence, guys. Intelligence came in at 9th place. It was dragging 9th. 3% for men, 2% for women. So people do not care if they are marrying people who are not exactly bright upstairs. I guess Nigerians, the population of sapiosexuals are not that much. And look, I'm not one to shame anybody. It's fine if you just want to marry someone who is very pretty, because attractiveness was definitely made your list, but intelligence did not make your list. But I personally, intelligence would be very important. I need to have someone that I can have interesting conversations with. If I cannot sit down and talk to you about things and hear your opinions and hear your defense for your opinions, if I need to be with someone that actually knows a lot, is a nerd about something. Intelligence should matter when you're picking out your life partner, but I guess people are not really talking with their partners. They're not really talking with their partners. They're not really fucking their partners. It's really weird, guys. Attractiveness is there, but sexual compatibility is not there. What's the point of having a fine face if you can't? Okay, that was very vulgar. I'm sorry. Ambition came in at 8th. And I was like, you raggedy ass people are lying. There's no way people are really, they don't mind being married to a bum. You mind it a lot. And maybe I'm putting a lot of myself into my analysis of this report. I'm sorry. Anyway, a lot more things jumped out at me. 22% of the population is in a situationship. People are finished. Whatever you're doing there is nonsense. 26% of Nigerians are breaking up over lack of communication. And I feel like I would probably end up in that list because I suck. I really suck at answering calls, picking up my phone to make calls, texting people. In fact, my mom actually, I'm really sorry, my mom actually had a breakdown one time, and she was like that, I never pick up the phone to call her, I never answer her calls. And it hurts me a lot because my mom is my only parent, as you know. It was very bad. It's a very bad habit that I feel like a lot of us in our generation have, and that we have normalized because we're on social media and we think, there's so much happening, and we just want to be tapped into what is happening outside and not really what's happening in our lives. Yes, I'm really reading myself into this analysis, but yeah, please, we should do better. How is it possible that so many of us are meeting our partners or saying that we met our partners online, but then we have lack of communication? That is an issue. That is contrasting. Another thing that popped out to me, 1% of Nigerians believe in traditional gender roles, which is great. But then I saw that 41% of people preferred not to say whether they do or they don't believe. So a lot of you people are actually a lot more progressive than you think you are. You're just scared of the repercussions of opening your mouth to say how you feel. 24% of those that surveyed believe the man should be the primary provider. I am amongst the 24%. No, I'm joking. You guys know how I feel about this whole provider issue, guys. Sometimes you'll be the provider, sometimes you'll be the provider. It's a compatibility thing, it's a companion thing. You work out your relationship how you want it to go. Everyone has the liberty of finding what they want in whomever they want. You know, I'm for the people, I'm for freedom. I'm for freedom of choice. 8 out of 10 Nigerians say the economy has affected their love lives. I am inclusive of that. It's 64% of Nigerians still believe marriage is necessary to feel fulfilled. I have said many times on this podcast that fulfillment is something you determine, you desire, you define. If you are fulfilled by your career, that's great for you. If you are fulfilled by marriage, that's great for you. Anyone can find fulfillment in whatever they want or desire to find fulfillment in. People find fulfillment in doing the craziest things, in like engaging in different adventures, traveling all around the world, spending their whole life going around from place to place. People find fulfillment, you know, spending decades in one particular neighborhood, you know, seeing people raise up their children and then children go off to college and things like that, and creating communities in their home. People find fulfillment in different ways, and so you determine what is fulfilling to you. If marriage is fulfilling to you, that's great. And it seems like 4 out of 10 Nigerians believe that marriage is fulfilling. So there's a lot more. You know, I just gave you guys my own small reaction to all of the information that's on there. You can go ahead and check out zikoko.com or just scroll on social media and you'll probably see a link to the State of Love report. Big kudos to the people in Zikoko. By the way, if you guys want me, you know, I can always come and do analysis. It can be a partnership. Next Door meets Zikoko. I don't know. You guys think about it. That's all I have to say on this topic, guys. You guys let me know your thoughts on social media as always at Amara Next Door, at NextDoorPod _ #NextDoorPod. What do you think about this? And I will see you in the next episode. Bye.